cast on an even number of stitches. We'll use 2 of these stitches as selvages to create nice looking side edges, and the rest of the stitches will be worked in brioche pattern. Use any type of cast on that creates a firm edge. I used a long tail cast on and I have 10 stitches here on the needle. We'll start with the setup row. That's the row that just worked once to set up the pattern. Slip the first stitch purlwise. That's our salvage. Insert the tip of the right needle from right to left into the stitch and simply slip it off the left needle. And then we work in sequence of knit 1, then make a yarn over and slip the next stitch purlwise. And that's it. We repeat. Knit 1, make a yarn over, slip the stitch purlwise. Actually, it will be easier and faster if instead of making a yarn over and then slipping the stitch, you would simply put the yarn on top of the left needle and then slip both the yarn over, the strand of yarn, and the stitch in just one motion. That would be fast and the same result. And then work like that till you come to the last stitch and purl the last stitch. That's our second salvage. Turn your work. Now we're gonna work at the working row, and that's the only row that we're gonna repeat because this pattern has just one row repeat. Slip the first stitch, the salvage, then knit the next stitch together with the yarn over. It's already sitting on top of the stitch or somewhere nearby, so it's hard to miss. And knit them together. Then again, place the yarn on the left needle and slip the yarn over and the stitch together. And repeat. Knit the stitch with the yarn over, slip the stitch with the yarn over. Knit a stitch with the yarn over, slip a stitch with the yarn over. And you do so until you come to the last stitch and then purl the last stitch. That's our second salvage. And we just repeat this row, the working row, until we are happy with the length of the project. And as we repeat it, I'm going to show you how it's going to look. We get a lovely texture, puffy and nice and absolutely reversible. It looks exactly the same on both sides. And when you're ready to bind off stitches, that's how you do it. So to bind off stitches, we are not making any yarn overs in this row. Otherwise, no difference at all. We're just working in basically the ribbing pattern. Knit the first stitch, then knit the next stitch with the yarn over together. Then pass one stitch over the other, like you would normally do when you bind off stitches, and purl the next stitch. Pass it over, knit the stitch with the yarn over, bind it off, purl, bind it off, knit the stitch with the yarn over and bind it off, and keep going until you have just one stitch left, and you will get a lovely chain of stitches on top, and the whole pattern will be nicely framed and finished, and you would get a lovely project made in brioche stitch. I hope you like this interesting way to knit, and if you do, you will love to learn 3 knitting methods that will instantly make you a better knitter. I share them in a free mini course, and you are very welcome to give it a watch. The link is in the description.